So how do you make more sales with YouTube? So it's for coaches, consultants, agency owners, SaaS companies, anybody who wants to build a strong personal brand. This is how you can grow a YouTube channel that brings you pre-sold clients, sells 24/7 for you, and makes you an authority in your niche. So why I'm sharing all this, I see that so many business owners are struggling to get noticed by YouTube. And I think these are the main reasons why. Anybody who came to me to do YouTube, they were stuck at 200 views, some at larger amounts, but they were stuck. So this is how to unstuck and how to get more traffic. So this works because I worked with Graham Bly, brought him 85,000 views and a ton of bookings from YouTube. Andy Hoffman made more than 110,000 views in 12 months, went niche viral once, and he only spends 30 minutes recording a script outline I send, and we handle all the rest. So Kushank, his channel is bringing more and more consistent views. We are in Canadian search a lot of times. And this one that I worked with recently gained a lot of views with my help, even though before they were stuck. You can have this doc right by the link in the description, but let's get started with why YouTube. So sharing videos on YouTube gives you exposure to potentially 2.7 billion active users every month. No other platform can offer this kind of qualified reach. So Facebook has more, but this is the platform more for personal connection. X, a lot less than YouTube. LinkedIn, a lot less than YouTube, even though it's qualified. So the truth is, even when you supercharge all these platforms, you do need YouTube if you want long-term growth. Because how long do you think people consume your content in one session in all these platforms? If they read posts, threads, or newsletters from you, it's up to 2 minutes. Short form videos, 60 seconds to 3 minutes. And YouTube is around 10 to 30 minutes per session. And you probably know that an average consumer needs hours of content to make a decision about person. YouTube is the easiest way right now to shorten the buy-in cycle and make people buy faster from you, let alone the ways that you can repurpose YouTube videos. So how YouTube works. Now, the bullshit that I hear all over the place is that you don't need views to get clients. You know what? The more traffic you get, the more clients you will get from YouTube. Of course, you don't want to go viral for the wrong audience. Otherwise, you'd probably post cute kitty videos. What you need is strategic virality, which I'll talk about right now. Just to sum it up, views equals leads equals sales. So if you want more sales, you do need traffic, and if any other agency tells you otherwise, like we don't focus on views, you know what, they just don't probably do a good job. In order to understand how to get views, you need to understand how YouTube works. Its algorithm is pretty simple. So it focuses on AVD, average view duration, and viewer satisfaction. So for how long people watch videos and how satisfied people are with your videos. If you want to make people watch and watch for long, YouTube rewards you and makes you go niche viral. So our purpose is two things: make people watch and make people watch for longer. Consistency alone won't save you. You need to optimize for these two metrics. So how do you make YouTube work for your business? You need to first find topics that bring you traffic. You can worry about all the things in the world, like thumbnails, titles, the value of the video itself, but if the topic is not winning, you're screwed. Most people post random videos hoping something stick. It's like throwing spaghetti at the wall, messy and ineffective. But I do hours of research every week, if not every day. I realized that you need 3 types of videos if you wanna get more traffic, more eyeballs on your offer, and if you wanna convert those eyeballs into real customers. And it is the most basic marketing funnel. So tofu, mofu, bofu. But for YouTube, it's a little bit different. So for tofu, you need to find highly searchable keywords and find viral topics that get you eyeballs. For example, for drop shipping coach, it's going to be I tried Shopify drop shipping with no money for 10 days as an example, or how I made 2.7 million pounds with Facebook ads in 90 days, full breakdown. Like, these are top of the funnel because they don't talk about any specific problem within this process of setting up Facebook ads or starting a Shopify dropshipping store. And Mofu, middle of the funnel, it does talk about more specific niche problems that people face on their journey. So these are less common topics that uncover the depth of your expertise. Think of it as like something browsing a solution. They want to make more money, for example, and they stumble upon I tried Shopify dropshipping with no money. That's a very compelling offer for somebody at the beginning stage of their like getting acquainted with dropshipping at all, right? If I wondering how I make money and I saw that dropshipping is a way, then this is probably the video that I will click on if I'm in the beginning stages of my decision making. But if I'm already dropshipping is something that really works and I can make money with it, so I probably need to find out the things within dropshipping that would make me successful in this area. So I Google or I search top 10 products to sell in 2025, right? So this is a more in-depth interest of me as somebody who's not just getting familiar with this topic, but somebody who's already probably considering doing dropshipping, okay? And for bottom of the funnel, it's something that makes people decide to buy from you versus your competitors. This is where you show your case studies, testimonials, some in-depth breakdowns, and it's a perfect way to convince people to buy from you to skip your competitors. Here's what most people get wrong: the ratio. One of the reasons you don't get views is because you choose too niched and narrow topics. So essentially you operate in mofu and bofu while you need more tofu than the rest of these. So 4 to 2 to 1. 4 videos tofu, 2 videos mofu, and 1 video bofu. If you make too much narrow content, if you don't follow this ratio, you reduce your surface area. You just don't let people to find you online because everybody starts with a broad interest. And this is why you need to create tofu most of all. But how do you find the tofu winning video ideas that get you targeted views for free? There are essentially 2 routes you can go. Find keywords with high score or replicate outliers from your competitors or search. So how do we find keywords? If you want to get views forever, finding the right keywords and getting into search is your gold mine. If you rank in Google or YouTube search, you can get traffic for your videos for a really long time, like years. I still in my past channels get views from videos I published years ago because they rank on search. Even if you don't post anymore, this is a great opportunity to still get views. Also, a lot of people expect immediate results with search, but with search, it does take some time. It takes at least 3 months for one of your videos to get picked up on search feed because algorithm needs to understand if your video wins the competition against other videos in search or it doesn't. But if it does, you can't get rid of leads even if you want. Here's the search traffic for one of our clients. You see that in the beginning it was small, but now even though we're filming the same amount of videos, the channel does get a lot of views from search. And the trend is going up. So be patient and do your keyword research thoroughly, which I'll tell you in a moment how exactly. I'll show you the essential 20% that bring 80% of the result with SEO. And this is, ta-da, the right ideas again. If you don't master your ideas, your video has less and less chances to rank in search. So to actually do that, to rank high, to find a winning keyword, you need to go to vidIQ or TubeBuddy or whatever platform you like, and you need to type your niche keywords in the keyword tool. Very easy. Click different tabs, like these has related keywords, mentioned terms, questions tab. So you click all these and you see the keywords or the keyword phrases or questions that have green score. These are the ones that you want to film. They have high demand, means that the search volume is high, and they have too little supply, which means that competition is too low right now. Film these videos on these topics and you have a chance to rank. But here's the catch. Most business owners make the critical mistake of relying too heavily on keyword research tools like vidIQ. They find high scoring keywords with good search volume and low competition, then simply use the exact phrases with the titles and expect instant results. But it misses the point. You remember that we talk about 2 things that you need to do with YouTube: make people watch and make people watch for longer. So if you try to rank, you need to make people watch. And in order to make people watch, you need to make people click. If you simply make a video with boring how to install Facebook as Pixel and post it without compelling packaging, it will be watched by about 0 people, around that number. We'll talk about packaging a bit later so that you actually can rank in search. Now we'll talk about the second method to find winning video ideas. So this was finding keywords. Now we go to steal from competition. And when I say steal, I do mean steal. You can literally copy their titles and thumbnails word for word. It's not like too bad because you still have your face on your thumbnail and you still have a different video. So I don't really think that it's such a big of a deal. So steal from your competition. It's actually my favorite way to find winning ideas, even comparing to finding keywords. For the start, your task is to find just 5 competitors in your niche, or sometimes you can even steal ideas from other niches. But for now, let's focus on your niche. So go to YouTube and search something that represents your niche, some keyword, right? For example, if you do finances, you type how to invest, and you'll see different channels that talk about just that. So pick some competitors, around 5 of them, with hundreds of thousands of subscribers, and some that are a little bit smaller, like 10 to 50,000 subscribers. And you know, the real value is not finding a big channel and copying big videos from that channel. It's actually finding a small channel that has the outliers that outperformed by far their average views. So here's how you do it. You find these competitors, you go to each of their videos tab, and you sort videos by popular, and you see the videos that gain some views, right? So what you want to do is to have a spreadsheet where you list all these most popular ideas from their channels. This is your brain dump. And if the video was published like a year ago max, this is a good idea to film a video about. Another powerful approach is to find outliers. I mean, these are still outliers, right? Because they're the most popular on the channel, but there's another way that not many people talk about to find outliers on somebody's channel. So before we get into this, what are outliers? Outliers are the videos that gain significantly more views than the previous videos. For example, you've got 10 videos on your YouTube, the average views are about 100, but there was one video that gained 5,000 views. This is your outlier among these 10 videos published. So you want to find these hidden gems among the recent videos of your competitors. Here's how. You go to the latest tab instead of the popular tab that we did before, and you find videos that have gained more views than average. And if you install vidIQ Chrome extension, it will actually give you the outlier score, like here next to the views. It will also give you the views per hour, which is also a great indicator if the video is still, popular and still gaining traction. Red outlier score is a big opportunity. You can leave all the things that you do right now and go ahead and film video on this topic and get views. And if you repeat the title and thumbnail to a T, it will give you even more chances to have viral video. If it feels too hard to find winning ideas, I get it. I spend hours daily on YouTube seeking for trending topics so that you have less work to do. I do this for my clients, obviously, but last year I found top 20 universal idea templates that you can just go ahead and copy. You can screenshot it right now, or if you download this doc, you can have it at all times. By the way, I am updating this doc every Saturday, so it's always up to date. It can be your manual that you can reference at any point of your YouTube creation. So we're done with winning video ideas. So when you have your brain dump, you can go through this list of finding what you want to film right now. You can find 4 that you want to film this month, and you can even batch film this video, send it to your editor, and forget about it for a month. So second is how to script out a YouTube video that sells. So if you want to get more traffic on YouTube, to get more sales for your offer, you need to know how to script out convincing YouTube videos that actually sell for you. So here's how to script out such video. You write your hook, you use bullet points for your main content, and you script out your endings with a clear CTA. This is the exact blueprint to use. So you have a hook which has to be short. For God's sake, make it short. I still make such mistakes of making it long, but then I'm like, come on, trim it. And sometimes it gets to post-production and I see the edit and I'm like, how about we cut this 20 seconds of the intro? And usually it helps retention. So the shorter it is, the better it is for the retention. And remember, we need to make people watch for longer. This is one of our objectives for YouTube. So hook must grab attention, confirm the title and thumbnail, give a reason to listen to you, manage expectations, like what's going to be next, right? And take less than 30 seconds. Let's start with grabbing attention. That's what we need to do first. If you just fix the hook and don't touch any of the script, it can improve your retention a ton. The thing is, boring hooks like here's how to don't work like they used to. So we need to go extra step in order to make people hooked. You want to go deeper than that and offer people a visual hook, if that's possible. I mean, I don't do this for every video, but taking that extra second to think about what you can do visually is very helpful. Think about, maybe you can make coffee, light a candle, hold a book, do makeup, sit down or stand up. Like, hey everybody, very easy to do. Oh no, you saw my home pins, but never mind. Or you can have something beside you that reflects the topic. For example, in one of the Hermosa's video he's talking about a clothing brand, and he has the clothes and mannequins right beside him that represents the topic, which is also really cool. It doesn't have to be that high effort. It can be just, I don't know, if you're a finance niche, you can just hold a bunch of paper money in your hand or credit cards or something. Anyways, another option is to delegate your video to a video editor that can spice videos up with their graphic and something in the beginning. So here are some unique hook types that I'm offering you to try. Question hook that talks about thought-provoking question that pushes to the pain of the people. Are you spending hours at the gym every week but still not gaining muscle? Statement hook. So you make a very bold statement. For example, if you're posting YouTube shorts, then you might be killing your YouTube channel without even realizing it. It's a statement, but not just something that everybody already knows, but this contradicts a common belief. Gamified hook, my favorite. I think it's a genius and not that hard. So present a challenge or a game. For example, take a look at these two menus and tell me which one will attract more customers. This can be applied to Facebook ads as well. Look at these two ad accounts. This one prints money and this one struggles to get 2x ROAS. What do you think is the difference? This is just an easy gamified hook that you can make. So the hook is not over yet, to be honest. It's just the first question that kind of confirms what the video is about. If you want to keep people watching, you need some credibility or proof. Social proof is everything on YouTube. Basically on every social media, I guess. So share relevant experience, results, or expertise that positions you as qualified to teach this topic. This builds trust and hooks the viewer right away. So an example, in the past 6 years, I've made over $1 million from niche. List out some other achievements, amounts of students that you help, etc. Now you can give your content preview. So we had the hook, the credibility, and the content preview. I mean, this all is hook, but we can call this intro. But anyways, you need the hook, statement or something, then the credibility, then your content preview. So give a quick overview of what valuable information viewers will learn. This shows exactly what they'll get. This manages expectations. Plus, it looks like you spent time and planned it out and structured it all well for them to consume it easier. And in this video, I'm going to walk you through every single step that you would need to start niche from scratch and something like this. To sum it up, hook should consist of the hook phrase and visuals. Ideally, we need visuals, credibility, social proof, and the content preview about what you'll cover in this video. Then finally, we move on to the main topic, which is 5 to 8 minutes around. I mean, the sweet spot is like 10 to 12 minutes of videos on YouTube, but this doesn't matter much. Just don't focus on the length for now, even though I do recommend you start with 3 main points, because this will help you not give up. Because if you film a video for 2 hours, you'll get exhausted, you'll procrastinate about doing it the next time. You need to solve one specific problem and have 3 main points or steps that you want to go through in this video. This will make it short enough, I mean, not exceed 20-minute mark at least, and this will motivate you to continue because it will not just take you long to film. For each point, you need to make a clear statement of what the problem is, provide a real-world example of how people feel this problem, what this problem causes, what not seeking a solution will result in, and you need to share some personal stories or case studies, of course, to prove that your methods work. And you need to give actionable tactical tips. People love tactics. People love the small things that you can implement, like this list. I say what you need to do for each point, and you can just go ahead and film your video right away. You need to do the same. So moving on to the conclusion, it also has to be short. For God's sake, make it short. In the conclusion, you need to do one or several of these. You reiterate the title, tell them what they've learned. People like these quick summaries, but don't make it super long. Please make your summary very quick. Give valid reasons why people can't do this on their own and why they may need you. and make your offer, whatever your offer is, whether it's a lead magnet or a book a call. Finish with your CTA. Tell them exactly what to do, not just book a call, but go by the first link in the description and book a call with me. So so you talk about ads, and then you're suddenly, but running these campaigns goes way beyond what I just showed you. It's not about just scripts and tools. To win, you also need offer positioning, data tracking, creative strategy, automation setup. So you basically make people feel, oh my God, this is so hard to do on my own. I need your help. And then you tell them that you can help. If you want us to do it all for your brand, and if you're ready to see real results, just hit the link below to book a call. Either way, blah, 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 apply them, and blah, blah, blah. This is not that important. You can finish at book a call. You can say bye. That's it. So here's how your script should look like. So this is the hook, the body, and the outro. The body is just the bullet points. Got it. Moving on. How to record your YouTube videos. Everybody does this differently. But what I like to do is to create a doc, especially with pictures. People love seeing pictures. Even though we are adults, we still like seeing pictures. You can have two types of videos. It's screen recording video or talking head video. If you're an expert, it's the best two types of videos that you can record. If you want a screen recording, you show a doc just like the one I'm showing you right now. You can create it in Gamma, Notion, or FigJam, or Miroboard, like a lot of places, but I link these three because I'm using them. Here's why this matters. Everybody is a visual learner, and creating a doc like this helps them to just follow your thoughts, follow your process, and get more insights from you because it's more structural, it's more comprehensive, it's easier to not get distracted from this. So another thing is the talking head video. This is you just talking to the camera, perfect for building personal connection with your audience. But I have to tell that these docs require more work, but this is very worth it, I think. Recording software, what do you need to use? I use OBS, but you can use Loom. There are also some options for Mac users like Screen Studio. Most of my clients use Loom, but make sure it's at the highest quality settings. How to keep retention high. So these are some of the case studies I had that improved retention with my intervention. And here's how to keep your viewers watching. You need to first have video structure. This is the most important element, even more important than video editing. For video structure, you need to have hook, value, and CTA. That's basically all you need to have. And this gives good structure. But for value in particular, so you need to present some steps, some points, some frameworks, not just rambling about everything that you want to tell. This ideally has to be packed in some form of steps. Now, how else can you improve your retention? It's the video editing. Yeah, some people can pull off a great video without editing, but if you dig deeper, you'll see that these people are already popular. So if you're already popular, you do whatever you want. But the majority of successful videos on YouTube, the vast majority, like 99%, are edited. At least a little bit. But you shouldn't waste money on fancy editing. Focus on these basics. Just cut dead air, fluff, or rambling, add visuals, add title cards for each chapter so people see the structure, and you're done. But you know what you should never do? You should never edit videos yourself. Leave it to somebody who does this full time. An average video needs 8 to 10 hours of editing. You don't want to waste your time on doing this skill that you don't want to master. Delegate it to somebody. Book a call in the link in the description and delegate it to me. Do something, but don't waste that much time on the skill that you don't need to perfect. Once you have an editor, send this video to them about how to edit videos. Quality fundamentals. You need clear audio, good lighting, stable camera. Good audio is just having a microphone. The one that I'm using right now is Rode Mic 2. Works just fine. The one that I use here, just as a backup because I'm afraid to lose my audio, is the HyperX Solocast. Cheap and does the job. You need stable camera. I mean, don't film the whole video like this. Maybe some parts here, but just put your camera somewhere, okay? To sum it up, you don't need the most luxurious editor, but you do need some editing to make your videos look professional, well-structured, and easy to understand. Now that we're done with the video, what do? We do the packaging. Ideally, you want to ideate your packaging in the stages of finding a topic. But if you didn't do it then, this is what you can do. Your thumbnail is the most important thing, like no joke. If people don't click, they don't watch. That's what Mr. Beast says. And you could teach people to make $1 million step by step, but if your thumbnail sucks, nobody will watch it. Here are the key thumbnail rules that make viewers click. Study competitors. So these are the thumbnails that I stole from some popular videos, and they brought me quite some views. So if you just don't want to overthink it, nobody wants to overthink it, you just go to your competitor and you copy them. Be a bad boy here, okay? Simple fonts. Don't use some serif fonts. Ideally, you need to use some bold, simple fonts to make things easily scannable. Then make it mobile first, so design that in a way that's visible from small screens. Rule of 3. Limit your thumbnail objects to 3 objects. Strong contrast. Use light on dark, dark on light. That's the basic rule of contrast, right? So if you have dark background, use light text. Light background, dark text. Contrast also can be not only in the colors, but also in sizes. If you use your like small figure, but then you use gigantic text, this works well. Like in this video, we have like a small person on stage and a big robotic face at the side. This creates contrast, big, small. This is why it performs well. You need to use minimal text, ideally up to 3 words. Include faces and emotions to grab attention. So if you're just starting on YouTube, probably nobody knows you yet. So you want to convey some emotion on your thumbnails. When, of course, not everybody recognizes you, you may just include your face. But for the start, you need emotion to hook people fast, to just grab attention. Because if you just stay like this and nobody knows you, nobody will click on the video. Professional look. Maintain clean, professional design without like many elements, without like messiness. Delegate it to somebody who can at least do a professional and neat design. Test and iterate. ABC test your thumbnails always, like I do this with every video we post. Monitor CTR and change the thumbnails if the CTR is below 5% in browse features. Pro tip, study successful thumbnails for inspiration, but develop your own unique style by having similar fonts, colors, and designs. So it's also important to have some sort of a branding on your thumbnail, so people recognize that this is your video if they watched the past video, so they can click faster because they know I watched a video of a similar branding in past and I liked it, so I have this association, and they click on this new video they see in their feed again. A bad thumbnail can kill even the best video, but a great thumbnail can make an average video go viral. Test everything, change thumbnails that don't perform, keep what works. This is how you win the click game. So these were the common rules. Now I'm gonna give you a proven framework that works every time, like clockwork. Think of your thumbnail as a taxi, as a cab that drives you from 0 views to 1,000 and more views. Let me share what this cab is. This is an acronym that stands for C, clean design. So it has to have only 3 objects: text, your face, and maybe one visual, a logo, or something else. Then A in CAB acronym is aspiration. You need to show people what they want to get. 10K a month, or 1 million views, or 2x ROAS, or 4 million in 150 days. So people click on numbers especially really well, but also it's important to show them aspiration. Maybe some graph with increase in revenue or something like this. And also you need to use big objects. Make sure that every object is big on your thumbnail. For example, I have these 2 examples of a bad thumbnail and a good thumbnail. This has small text, too many words, tiny objects, too many objects, messy background. This is a bad thumbnail, and also poorly lit face. Good thumbnail has a desirable income, right? Total sales, has big enough objects, big face, big graph, big logo, shows face in an unfinished action. It's another tip that you can use. Just make a screenshot of you in the middle of saying something or in the middle of some action, and people like it and click on it more often. And also this thumbnail has recognizable niche elements, so add Google Ads logo if you do Google Ads. So yeah, I spent a lot of time on thumbnails, but this is exactly what prevents 94% of videos from performing well. Other 6% are just awful videos and will never be watched even with a good thumbnail. But 94% are performing poorly because of the packaging. Don't be lazy here, hire a thumbnail designer with successful track record, or hire me, and finally get noticed. How to create a clickable title. Keep the important part in the first 50 characters because that's what people see in mobile. Use numbers whenever possible. For some reason, I just don't know why, but they just work 5 ways to get your first client. How I made 100K in 3 months. 3 mistakes keeping you broke. Your title and thumbnail should work together, not repeat each other. So do not repeat text in your title if you have it in your thumbnail. If you're busy and aren't sure what title to choose and you're not skilled yet in this, use vidIQ. Again, it offers you some title suggestions with high scores. If you see a 90+ score, it's a good title and you can name your video with this title. Also, you don't need to solely rely on it, and if the title doesn't perform well, change it. So here's how to become omnipresent with YouTube videos. You know that you can use your YouTube videos everywhere. LinkedIn, Twitter, you can repurpose it for Instagram posts, everywhere. Don't just post on YouTube, multiply your reach. You know how everyone says you need 10K subscribers to get clients? That's nonsense. You can get clients with your first video if you spread it wisely in your email list, in your other social media, with every lead you have. I have one fun framework of how to use it. If you have network in other platforms and for YouTube Chrome extension and 5 minutes, you can create a compelling teaser that will make everyone watch your video. So this is the prompt I use. I shared it in one of the recent videos. You need to copy a video's transcription with the help of ChatGPT for YouTube. You paste it into AI. I like using Claude. There's also a place to enter your transcript below the prompt. So you kind of pair the prompt and the transcript in one prompt. Got it. Check out the result AI generated, and you see fix any mistakes that it had. If it did, I find that this prompt works really well. And enter your video link in the placeholder. It also gives you a placeholder. So this is a teaser that makes anybody watch your video. So don't sleep on this. Share your videos elsewhere. Make people get warmed up to buying from you faster. Shorten that buying cycle with video content. Backend. Backend means what happens behind the scenes of YouTube. So what people see, but the backend is how you convert them. There are essentially 3 ways that I see work the best as a YouTube funnel. So first is YouTube video, email sign up page. So you have a page where they can sign up for your email list. Then they have a welcome sequence if you have a solid email marketing, and then you invite people to sales page in that email sequence. Another, if you have high demand and you need to filter your prospects, you need a sales page, application like a type form, and if people are a good fit, then they buy from you or they book a call. If they're a bad fit, then you disqualify them. The third one, most common I guess, takes commitment because it invites people to directly book a call from the sales page. It does take time to warm people up, but it is the fastest one as well. Sales page, call, and then you sell your pitch or services on the call. What you can also do before people hop on the call with you. So there's a period between people booking a call and people hopping on the call. This is what you can do to make them pre-sold essentially. You can send them your case study videos from YouTube. You can give them your lead magnet videos like this one. This is my lead magnet video and the doc, right? Then you send them reminder. Did you watch the videos, the testimonials that you shared, the case studies you shared, and you ask them if they watched the service breakdowns, if you also filmed video on this. So you just essentially follow up with them and make sure they watch your videos. This is how they are sold. They come to your sales call already ready to say yes. So this is exactly how my client Graham Bly gets a ton of one-on-one bookings from YouTube. Now, most entrepreneurs think that YouTube requires 20+ hours a week to post consistent content. That's only true if you're doing it yourself. Here's how much it actually takes. So if you do it yourself, you need to research, write scripts, record, edit, do thumbnails, do SEO, all by yourself, not even knowing probably what to do. It takes more than 20 hours and a lot of mental bandwidth. But here's how my clients spend just 2 hours maximum per week and have a consistent YouTube presence, repurpose their content, and get calls booked. They just record videos, they review videos, and everything else is handled by my professional team. People say that it's 10 out of 10 for convenience, communication, and timing. So now you know basically how to find ideas, how to structure videos, how to create thumbnails that get clicks, how to write titles that rank in search, how to convert viewers into paying customers. But knowing and doing are actually 2 different things. Your 2 options moving forward are do it all yourself, spend 20 hours a week, or option 2, focus on what you do the best, grow your business, and delegate all the rest to me and my team. This is essentially what we do. We plan the videos, we do hours of research weekly, we write scripts so they sound professional, they are structured well, and they sell for you. We do professional video editing, so videos are professional and high quality and position you as an authority. We optimize video for conversions. We cut the videos into small pieces so you can post them as short form. We also track all the performance and tweak the strategy when needed so that you are not stagnant, you're not stuck at 200 views, but you actually grow your YouTube. So if you want to experience being an authority in your niche, when everybody respects you, when clients come to you rather than you chasing them, just book a call by the link in the description. Every day that you wait is another day your ideal customers find solutions from your competitors, not your videos. So if you don't want to let another month slip away and finally tap into this opportunity, then book a call with me and let's chat about what we can do with you. And have the most wonderful day. Goodbye.